Monday. Okay, just give me a moment because I think I have to take this box off. It stays up there, the box for recording. All right, so this morning, it's been a couple weeks since I've done a quote, and I think today it feels like it's calling. So I'm going to invite us to sit back. I have the same routine for us at the beginning of our classes because it's so important to have this grounding. So why don't we come back in the chair? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone's arriving. So let's take a moment to arrive within ourselves. Take a moment to feel the body in the chair from the ground up. Feel your feet on the earth. Feel the legs, the bend of the legs, the torso, the neck, and the head. We're going to take a moment to practice our 3 conscious breaths as we begin our morning routine. A beautiful way to break up any excess energy that feels incongruent with how we really want to feel. So we keep the mouth slightly open. We want to breathe in and out. That's 1 breath. And we'll do it 3 times. And we're working with unconditional love. So let's try that now. That's it. And as we are completely grounded, we're going to visualize ourselves within a crystal, a clear quartz crystal. It is protective. We have crystalline energy within us, the crystalline and the water particles within us. So it is a beautiful match to imagine ourselves within that crystal, fully protected. And we're going to see that first ray of the sunrise touching our crystal, inviting in unconditional love, unconditional service, and anything it is that is calling to you today. Maybe it's strength, maybe it's calm or joy. Call it in. And then we're going to, in reciprocity, visualize someone else within a crystal, sending them this positive energy. And then we're opening the doorway to our beautiful hearts and sending that beautiful energy to all of us here. We make this connection within our Zoom room, that we are connecting to our yoga community. There we go. It isn't the things that happen to us in our lives that cause us to suffer. It's how we relate to the things that happen to us that cause us to suffer. It isn't the things that happen to us in our lives that cause us to suffer. It's the way we relate to the things that happen to us that causes us to suffer. And that is from Pema Chodron. Very powerful quote, because we can still be in a place of love and joy as things are happening. Moving in and out of feelings. All right, so let's begin our movement. Wonderful way to work through some things that might be more challenging is moving. So let's bring our hands into prayer, my beautiful yogis and yoginis. And as you have your hands in prayer, begin to feel your hands touching. Feel your feet on the earth. You can extend the fingers a little bit. You might even notice that you can lift the elbows, pressing a little bit more into the hands. Not too much where you're hurting anything in the shoulders, but a little bit to feel that presence. Take a breath in. We're going to reach up the arms, reaching them up nice and tall and long. Beautiful. We'll breathe out. We open the arms. And we'll do this a few times. Breathing in, reaching, calling in that beautiful energy we need today. Breathing out, hands at our heart. We'll do that again. That's it. And it's beautiful to see you in the gallery view because we're moving synchronistically. All right. I'm going to open up the knees a little bit and bring my hands to the lap, to the thighs. I want to do a little bit of what we call cat-dog for the back. And that moves synovial fluid up the spinal column. And that's for lubricating our joints. So if I show you this way, it looks like this. I'm pushing the tailbone out, I'm lifting my head and my heart, and then I'm bringing my navel in, and I'm rounding the spine. And we want to do this a few times. Let's connect our breath with it. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll do it 3 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. And 1 more. And then take a pause. Take a breath. As we're moving into this very warm weather, we want to be conscious along the way because we can get a little bit lightheaded from dehydration we may not be aware of. All right, so let's open up the knees a little bit more. We're going to do trunk rolls. So it looks like this. We're breathing in. We're going to do this 2 times each side. Breathing out center. See how the hips feel as you do this. See if you could let your head drop as you do that rounding. Now we'll go the other way. Breathing in, the head drops. Breathing out, navel to spine, I rise back up. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so we've got that torso moving. We're going to take our arms out. We'll have the palms down here. And we're going to go a little bit side to side. Let it be fluid. Don't worry about what we're supposed to be doing, and then we'll circle a little bit. I'm trying to isolate the rib cage. That may not happen so easily in the morning, so I'm letting it be a sway. All right? And I'm going to let the arms move a little bit. And I'm going to stay connected to my breathing, and everyone's at a different place here. You can close the eyes if you'd like. Now bring the arms forward and back. So we're going to be doing a circling. If you want to make it more synchronistic, oh wow, we're all in synchronicity. I love it. So I'm doing forward, up, and back. Breathing in, breathing out. You'll feel that in the shoulder blades. Just watch your neighbors. All right? We don't want to hit anybody today. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay. Other way. If anybody needs to pause, take a pause. All right, so we're doing it so that we're really working the back of the shoulders, okay? Now I'm going to bring the arms down. It's going to be breathing in and breathing out. But I'm going to tip my chin and round my back a little bit as I do that out breath. Breathing in. I'm lifting the face. Breathing out. Breathing in. And now breathing out. Let's bring our hands right here to the lap. Take a moment. See how the shoulder blades feel. Shoulders. We'll do a little bit of circling of those shoulders. The reason why is I want to try a posture with us we haven't done. So we want to warm up the shoulders. You can even work with the neck and head a little bit, just gently moving the head. Do it slow. Looking to one side and then the other. And then we'll do it up and around. So we're making these little half moves, these half circles. And then bring yourself back to center. Take a pause. That's it. And we'll take now our hands. I'm going to take my right hand on the right side of the chair. I'm holding onto the chair. Now my knees are going to be facing forward. If you want to work with the block a little, grab the block. That's it. I'm going to lift the knees. So I'm going to lift the knees a little bit so that I'm on the toes. I'm lifting the heels rather. The knees lift because I'm lifting the heels. Okay, just a little bit. We'll take our right hand on the chair, reaching the left arm up. We're going to drop over. Now let's do this slowly. Remember, in the morning, it's a little bit tight. You could do a little tap, tap, tap on the ribs. Wake up the lungs. Take that conscious breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Come back up. Take a moment. That left arm comes down, holds onto the chair. The right arm reaches. We drop over to the other side. And again, little tap, tap on the rib cage. Breathing in, breathing out. This looks amazing, everyone. And then we're going to come back around. All right, I'm going to bring my body weight a little bit forward here. You can keep the block for a moment. I'm holding on to the chair. The block is between the shins. I've moved my body a little bit forward and hands are on the chair. I'm pointing the toes towards me. I'm pointing the toes away. See if you can relax the toes though as you do this, so you're not scrunching them up. So it's breathing in, toes towards you. Breathing out, toes away. You might have to do it one at a time. And then we will do it one at a time, right? So I'm going to point the right toes, flex the left, and then switch. And switch. And switch. And then I'm going to bring those toes back. I'm going to be on the heels. You can feel it a little bit in the calves. Now, see if you can have those ankles forward. I had to check. So the ankles are forward. We don't want to have the ankles turning out. That's it. We're going to reach our arms up. So I'm on my toes. I have the block. My back is long. I'm breathing. I'm focusing and grounding. Now I'm going to do a little twist to the left, just a little one. And I'm staying connected to the breathing here. Now maybe you can twist a little more. Take your time. And then when we come back to center, you could bring your hands to your heart. Okay, here we go. Breathing and reaching. Breathing out a little spiral. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Beautiful. Spiral. Breathing in. Breathing out. And one more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay. Now when we take the block away, you can see there's a relaxation that happens in the legs. We'll bring the feet to the earth. We take a pause, scan the body. We begin to notice how the body is waking up. So I want to try this with you. I'm going to turn myself this way so you can see what I'm doing. And you might have to also move in the chair so that your arms have some movement. I'm going to ask that we can first try clasping our hands behind us. But look straight ahead as you do this. We don't want to, pinch the side of the neck a little bit. So I'm looking forward. My hands are together. I'm going to just bring them away from my body a little bit. And I'm going to stay connected to my breathing. And now I'm going to bring it back. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to move the chair so you can see it better. I'm bringing myself forward so that my bottom is on the chair, but my legs have a little bit of movement. I'm going to open the knees up. And I'm going to come forward first. We'll warm up a little bit this way. So we come forward a little bit, long back, and then we come back. Long back, stay here for a moment, and then come back. Okay. We're going to lift the shoulders up now, up by the ears. We're going to roll them behind us. And now we're going to maybe clasp the arms together, hands. Now some of us are able to straighten the arms. I'm going to now come forward and maybe straighten the arms. Now my belly begins to rest on the thighs. Some of us, not everybody, may want to let the head drop and reach the arms up higher. Take a breath here. Let the hands rest. You could bring them to the thighs. Come back up. Take a breath. How'd that feel? 2 thumbs, 1 thumb, like how? Okay. Okay, I love that. All right, so let's try it again. It's called Yoga Mudra. So we are here. We're going to lift the shoulders up, roll them behind us. We're going to clasp the hands together and maybe straighten the arms. Now watch what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to lift my heart. I'm going to breathe in, lifting my heart. And as I breathe out, now I'm coming forward. Maybe not too forward for some of us. I'm going to let the head drop, reach the arms up. Now, this is very challenging, so I'm not able to lift the arms up very high. I'm going to take a breath here. And now I bring my hands down. I bring them around to the thighs. I'm going to come back up. How we feeling? A lot of heat. A lot of heat from that. Okay, so let's move on. And I feel it, you'll feel it in the tricep muscles as well. So we'll take our arms out. Thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to open up those hands. You can feel that stretch. Open up every finger. That's it. We're going to take our left arm over. We're going to twist a little to the right. Take a breath here. I'm feeling it right in the rib cage. My left arm is a little lower. We're going to come around. So drop the arms a little bit, and we'll go to the other side. I'm feeling it again in the rib cage. It's a deeper breathing that's happening as well. We're going to come around a little faster. One more. Here we go. Take a breath here. We want to expand that rib cage. Beautiful. Okay, let's move on. We'll take our right leg out to the side. I'm switching my body so it's moving a little bit over to the right so I can give myself room. I have the corner of the chair is now open since I shifted, okay? I'm taking my right leg out to the side. And I'm going to point the toes towards me. Everyone has that? I'm going to turn my hand out. And we've done these beautiful warm-ups. So I'm going to tip a little bit to the right. Maybe feeling that stretch in the left. Take it slow, point the toes towards you. I'm going to take my left hand away, reach my shoulder away, and maybe look up. Now, some of us can take it further. Some of us can take it over here. So we're going to move with what our body is calling to us today. And now I'm going to take my left hand. I'm going to bring the left hand to my heart and lift the elbow. I'm going to open the arm. And I'm going to look up. So I am pressing my right hand against the inside of the knee. And I'm reaching that left arm up. I'm breathing. Everybody's breathing. Now I'm going to reach that left arm over a little more. Big stretches, ladies and gentlemen. Big stretches. I'm going to come back up slowly. I'm going to hold on to the chair. Now I'm bringing myself back up. Breathing in. Let's do that again. That was beautiful. So, right arm is on the inside of the leg. We slide down. Left arm, left hand at the heart. We open. If you want, you can turn. Check in with the leg. Those toes are pointed towards us. We're breathing. We're grounding. And we're focusing. And anyone who wants to reach that arm a little bit more, you can try that. And if you can reach your toes, I'll be very impressed. Please don't try that today. And now breathing in, breathing out. I rise slowly, slowly, slowly. Beautiful. All right, let's bend that leg. How are we doing? That was a big stretch. You ready for the other side? I think someone's mic is on. Okay, I'm switching the body weight over. Okay, that way the corner of the chair is not stopping the leg. My chair is squeaky. I hope you don't hear that. I'm going to take the left leg out, point the toes towards me. Now I'm going to take my left hand on the inside of the leg. My right hand is going to turn away, go behind me. I'll lift the shoulder, and I'm going to look up. So I'm starting slow with the stretch. I'm staying with my breathing, my conscious breathing. Very gentle, nice and easy. Now I take my right hand to the heart. I lift the elbow. It's the beginning of my stretch. And then I open the arm and I gaze up. You can look up at that hand. You can stretch both hands. Pointing the toes towards us. We have a lot of work happening here. Grounding, breathing, and focus. Okay, let's slowly bring that arm down. We're going to rise back up. We're going to do it one more time. Take a breath here, breathing in and a gentle Yes. You ready for it? One more time. We take that hand down, the inside of the leg. This time, right hand to the heart, the elbow lifts, the arm reaches. I'm looking up. My toes are pointed towards me. I'm grounding, breathing, and focusing. Oh, I forgot this. Anybody wants to take that right arm further over? You get a little break on this side. And slowly we rise back up. We bend that leg. And I'm going to do a trunk roll. This part of the body feels a little bit snug. So I'm going to do one trunk roll. Ah, much better. I feel it in here. So that's where we want to get a little bit of movement. Okay. From here, I think I want to check timing. We're going to stand. We're going to stand. We'll get some movement in standing. Take your time as you stand. Okay? Take your time. And you can also turn the chair. I want to do a couple of stretches. We're going to do stretches where the legs are straight, and we're going to do stretches where the legs are wider. So I like to use the chair, okay? Here we go. We know some of these stretches. We've been in class. I have my chair up against something, not moving. For today, I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to take a fold right at the hip sockets. Maybe bring my hands down to the seat of the chair. See, the spine is nice and long. Can we start off with the spine long? You can look straight ahead and then straighten the legs. Now you may be feeling this in the hamstrings and the calves. That's where we want to go with this. I'm going to walk my feet a little bit forward. So they're under the chair, my back is long. I'm going to bring my body weight a little bit forward. When I do, I feel the stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Some of us may take this further. So what I'm doing is I'm bending my elbows. Now my elbows are on the back of the chair. I'm taking a breath here. My head is still a little bit lifted. Some of us might be able to walk the hands down further on the front of the chair. But remember, everybody has different chairs and different bodies. So, as I do this now, I'm letting my head drop so that the crown of the head is touching the chair. Or maybe is starting to go in that direction. I'm staying with my breathing here. Conscious breathing. Big stretch of the legs. Now I bend my knees, I lift my head. I bring the hands to the seat of the chair. I straighten my back. Now I take my hands to the back of the chair and I rise up slowly. Take a breath here. As you breathe in, become aware that out breath is moving all the way to the earth, so you are fully grounded. Nice. All right, let's try the wide-legged stretch. I'm trying to see which way to show you. I'm going to work with the chair facing me. Okay. I'm going to open up the legs. And I'm going to bring my hands on the seat of the chair towards the front. I have a folding chair. So we want to go with the front. You get more space if the seat of the chair is facing you. All right, my back is long. I have my toes pointed towards me. Now, some of us may want to go further. My legs are straight here. So I'm going to bend my arms. I'm going to bring myself to the elbows, the forearms rather. And I'm going to let my head just rest on the back of the chair. So you're not seeing much. I'm going to show you sideways. This is what it looks like sideways. Okay, I'm holding on. My legs are straight. If you wanted to take it further, some people can take this stretch further. So for me, taking it further, it means I'm letting the chair move away a little bit. I'm going to fold my arms. I'm going to let my head rest on my arms. Taking a breath here. And I know some of us have been doing yoga. Some can bring hands to the mat, to the floor. But take your time. And then slowly lift the head, straighten the arms a little bit, the forearms. Begin to walk your feet in. You could bring your hands to the chair, straightening the arms. And we'll rise back up. We take an in-breath. Our out-breath, we're consciously becoming aware of our grounding. So we breathe in, and as we breathe out, it's if we're moving that breath all the way through the feet. Beautiful. Okay, let's move the chair off to the side, not too far. We'll still use it. We're going to open up the legs here. See how that feels. Toes are pointed towards us. There we go. We're going to reach the arms up. So imagine a star. We're creating a star with our body. There we go. We're going to take the right heel, we'll turn it in. We'll take the left heel, we turn it in. There we go. Breathing in here, breathing out, I'm going to take my right arm, palm is out, against my right leg. I'm going to reach, I'm going to slide down the right leg so that I get a stretch on the left side. Very grounded. I'm grounded. I'm breathing. I am focusing on every single one of you. Breathing in here, breathing out. I'm sliding back up. I come to center. My right arm reaches. Left arm goes down. Breathing in here. Breathing out. I'm sliding down the leg. I'm grounded, I'm breathing, I'm focusing. Beautiful. Hands are nice and open here. Amazing, everybody. And now I'm going to come back up. I'm going to take my left toes, turn them in. My right toes, turn them out. My hands turn down, palms down. I bend the right knee and look to the right, and I am in warrior 2. Again, grounding, breathing, and focus. If you need a chair, you can let one hand rest on the chair. Pressing those feet onto the earth. And now breathing in, breathing out, we'll straighten the right knee. We'll turn our hands out. We're going to tip to the right. So it's a little bit of a triangle here. Does not have to be too far. Some of us can take it further. This looks amazing. Breathing in, breathing out. We rise, we're grounded, both toes forward. We go to the other side. So left toes turn out, right toes turn in. Get that sense of grounding. Breathing in, our arms reach. Breathing out, left knee bends. We turn to the left. We want to connect with our grounding. Breathing. Focus. Feel your feet pressing onto the earth. This looks great, everyone. Let's straighten that front leg. We'll turn our hands out. We tip to the left, maybe gazing up. Beautiful. Triangle. Trikonasana, it's called. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to come back up, both toes forward. Beautiful. And we'll walk those toes in. And we'll do a balance. And then we'll sit. We'll sit for a little rest. But let's take a moment. You know, we've had the legs a little further apart for a few moments. And you can feel the difference when we bring the legs in. Take a moment to feel that connection of your feet on the earth. Very grounding. Let's take one conscious breath. That's it. All right, so for this balance, we're going to do tree. And you can work with the chair if you need the chair. I'm going to start with my right side is up against the chair. I have my right hand on the chair. And I'm going to turn my left knee out and bring the heel right up against the leg. Some of us may be here today. That's all good. Some of us may want to reach the leg up a little higher. I can do this on one side better than the other. So this is where I am today for tree. Now, if you want to work with the hands, you could bring your hands here. We're focusing on one thing, not moving. I'm focusing on my green light on the computer. And now slowly, you may want to reach both or one arm up. Maybe one hand is on the chair today. And I'm going to bring my hands into prayer above me. And I'm focusing. I am breathing. And I am grounded. That's it. And just as slowly I want to come out of it. Nice and easy. Beautiful, not too much crazy movements. I switch sides. Right knee turns out, the right heel is against the left leg. See where you are today. I'm going to try to bring that foot up a little bit higher. Doesn't stay. It's all right. Maybe we hold the chair. Maybe we're palm against palm. Grounding, breathing, focusing. That's it. Beautiful concentration. And then maybe taking it slow. And we come back. That was amazing. Now that we've done our balance, we can come to the chair, get ourselves set up for a little bit of relaxation. Let the body rest. We need that rest. It's 11:11. Bring myself up a little closer. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to sit. Bring yourself all the way against the chair. And you can take whatever it is you need to relax, a blanket around you, closing the eyes, find what is calling to you. We'll take a few moments here, not too long. As we have our body resting in the chair, I'm going to ask you to imagine whatever it is that's coming up for you that feels a little bit more heavy weighted, we'll call it. Imagine it's rising up off of the body, and I'm going to skim it right off of you. And as our eyes are closed, we're going to imagine a wave of relaxation moving in. And it's moving and relaxing the forehead, the eyes, the jaw, the neck and the shoulders, down the arms and through the fingertips. Notice how the back begins to relax, the chest and the belly. Notice how the hips are resting, the legs all the way through the toes. And as we are in this place of relaxation, we can allow ourselves to take a little journey. We're going to imagine ourselves stepping off of the mat onto a footpath. And this footpath leads us through a small pine forest. We notice the trees, the change in temperature as we step in, the scent of pine. And as we walk through the trees, our path leads us to the right, and it opens to a beautiful lake, a turquoise lake. And the lake is absolutely crystal clear. We can see the reflection of the trees and the white clouds and blue skies on this beautiful lake. And we take a moment to sit in this stillness, letting the body rest. And as we are letting this body of ours rest, we notice the thoughts that rise to the surface. We let them go with the out-breath, staying connected to this lake, the stillness of the lake. Our hand touches something. We pick it up. 3 yellow rose petals. Into those rose petals, we blow into it forgiveness today. Who are we forgiving? Are we forgiving ourselves? We blow into the petals, we let them float off on this beautiful lake. Feeling lighter. Our other hand touches rose petals, white rose petals. And into those rose petals, we blow our gratitude for this journey, the lessons, the gifts. We set them free again on the lake, watching how both the yellow and the white petals move away from us. We take a moment here with that reflection, letting go of some of the things that may have been resting on our shoulders. We know that our time at the lake is over today. We begin to get up and move again towards the pine forest, walking slowly, connecting with the trees, the earth, as we begin to make our way back, back and back, back and back through the doors, back onto the chair, where we take a moment here. Deep breath in, gentle sigh out. We could bring our hands into prayer as we bring to mind someone in need of healing, bringing their face from our minds into our hearts, sending them this peaceful energy. We send this out for the healing of humanity, the healing of our planet, and we take this beautiful energy, passing it around to all of us here, including those we've held in light. We send it into the cosmos for healing, peace, love, freedom, and unity. And when you are ready, you can begin to slowly open the eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the bell is clear. That's a good sign. So, my beautiful friends, thank you for another wonderful Monday yoga class.
Thank you.